Hello and welcome to Intersec Saudi Arabia 2025. Security Middle East magazine is delighted to be here supporting as the exclusive strategic media partner and once again joining the team on the HID booth to learn more about their latest innovations and advancements since we spoke last year. I'm here with their VP and Head of Emerging Markets, Gustavo Gussman.
Right.
Gustavo, pleasure to be here with you again.
It's a pleasure to have you again.
We spoke last year,
Yes.
and I think there's been a lot of changes since
A lot
then.
of changes.
So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that.
Sure.
One thing we did speak about last year was sustainability.
Yep.
It's an ever evolving and constantly growing priority
Yep.
for businesses, particularly here in the Middle East. What are HID doing to help organizations improve their energy efficiency and reduce their environmental footprint through your smart access solutions?
Yeah. So there is a couple of ways that we approach that. It's clear that in the Middle East, that is a very important topic. Customers are bringing this topic every day. So we have a different approach. One, from an identity point of view, we introduce bamboo credentials. So we take out plastic of the environment and add other kind of product like bamboo, also paper identities or credentials. So that is a piece on the identity. The second one is related with mobile access, because we actually, instead of using a physical credential made of plastic or even made of wood, we actually use a device that everyone has, that is a mobile phone. So we use the same device to do more stuff. So that is the other one to reduce. And lastly, and that is related to one of the news that we have, is when we use as an identity our own face. So the facial recognition devices, of course, doesn't need an additional identification. So that, of course, that helps from that point of view. The other, and very important as well, is that all our rest of our hardware, signal readers and the controller as well, are being redo it with the use of less and less electricity, right? So we need less power in order to do the same job. So it's an improvement of the technology that helps environment, and of course that check one of the important needs of our customers and requests.
Excellent. I know, like we spoke last time,
Yep.
Some of these were your plans.
Yep.
So it's great to hear how HID has advanced to not only reduce physical wastage, but reduce power output as well, which is vital for
Yep.
the ever-evolving environmental situation. You mentioned mobile devices there,
Yep.
Gustavo. With the constant adoption of smart cities and smart buildings, we're ever more interconnected.
Mm-hmm.
How are you supporting your customers here in the region with transitioning from your traditional sort of access control and physical systems to mobile solutions?
So mobile is not something new for HID. We are in this past almost 10 years with the first introduction of use a mobile for being one of the identification or identity, but we were evolving every year. Since last year, what we introduced in region is that we are now using also wallet. So we use the app wallet and the Google wallet in order to carry our identity. So that brings us a new phase. Today is very common. I see it in the region. In this, my last visit, a lot of people using the phone with a wallet application for payment. Is exactly the same concept. We can add to the wallet, so no need to a specific application of HID or other application. It's just use what you have, right? And of course, that is in the ecosystem of wallet that is highly secure. And one of the concerns in the region is related with privacy, and using this definitely is avoiding any kind of risk related to the data, right? So that is the way that we evolve one step further in the identity in a mobile phone.
Thank you. And data privacy is, like you say, a growing concern, and we're here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, where data sovereignty has recently been made law. So physical security is ever converging with IT security and more technology. So cybersecurity then comes into play a lot more. So what's HID doing there to make sure that mobile access control solutions in your systems fit with the highest standards of cybersecurity?
So that's an excellent question, and that is the kind of thing that are behind the scenes, right? So we have a lot of people working on that. So we have a thousand of engineers, right? But we have hundreds of them working in cybersecurity. That is behind the scene. You cannot see it, and that is one of the differentiation of HID with other companies. We are extremely focused in cybersecurity. So every device, especially the controllers and the facial recognition device that are plugged to the network, one of the access to the network are very, very important that we need to secure. So we have a lot of initiatives. Of course, that is driven sometimes for regulatory demands, like here that we have a very extreme regulatory demands, but also in other countries. Right? Today, we are working a lot with the European Union as well. They're about to launch a new regulatory for cybersecurity and attack, and that is already launched and will start to be demanding in mid of 2026. So we have a lot of people working on that, and definitely cybersecurity is a key priority for us.
Wonderful. It's amazing to hear that sheer amount of staff members that you've got working on the cybersecurity side of things, and compare that to maybe 10 years ago as an access control organization, maybe would have been very different. So Gustavo, thank you so much for these insights into your commitments to sustainability and to your customers here in the region and cybersecurity. Finally, I think let's get into what our audience really want to see, and that's the new products that you're showing here on the stand at Intersec Saudi Arabia.
Fantastic. A lot of things that we talk are more about the behind the scenes, but actually what the customer want is something that is launched. So we are bringing a product. This is the event that first time in Saudi we are launching a product line, and the name of the product line is Amico, and is so far have two devices. So we have Amico 3.5-inch facial recognition device and a 7-inch. So we launched first the 3.5, and now is fully certified in Saudi. So we are able to take orders and sell it. And the 7-inch is coming. So now here we are showing both of them. This is something that our customer are asking us why we are not having a facial recognition device. And the answer is very clear. We were not ready. Now we are ready, and we have a fantastic device. A lot of good feedback. This is the second day of the event. Yesterday was a very buzz day of facial recognition here. So very glad and very, very happy to bring it to the market.
Wonderful. It's great to see it here on the stand, Gustavo, and wonderful to be here again with the team and see the constant advancements that HID is making, not just in the industry, but here in the Middle East region. So thank you very much for having me. Pleasure to see you again.
Yes, thank you very much.